Isabel and her colores go to school. Written by Alexandra Alessandri. The night before the first day of school, Isabel sat cross-legged on her bed, coloreando with her favorite crayons: rojo, verde, azul, rosado, morado, violeta. She was ready for class, except Isabel didn't speak much English. English sounded wrong, like stormy blues and blizzard whites. Isabel preferred the pinks and yellows and purples of Espanol. That night, Isabel dreamt of all that could go wrong. When Isabel awoke, she ran to Mommy. Her heart pitter-pattered like a summer's rain. "No quiero ir," Isabel cried in the kitchen. "I don't want to go," she whined at the door. "Please, por favor," she begged in the car. But it was too late. They were already at school. "It's okay to be scared." Mommy's voice was soft and amber like ripened mango. She gave Isabel a squishy, squashy hug. "Al mal tiempo, buena cara," Mommy said. "To bad times, a good face." Isabel's lips wibbled and wobbled, and her face tumbled down into a tight, worried frown. "Welcome," said Miss Page. "Bienvenidos." Isabel heard night sky blue and sunrise orange swirling around her. The sound reminded her of Mommy's cafe, bitter and brown. When the morning bell rang, Miss Page clapped her hands. "Time for morning exercises," she said. Isabel wasn't sure what that meant. But when everyone stood, Isabel stood too. When everyone stretched, Isabel stretched too. 1, 2, 3, the children counted. "Uno, dos, tres," Isabel echoed. She cringed at the colors crashing against each other like planets colliding in an explosion of stars. Everyone stared. Isabel flushed cherry tomato red. After morning exercises, Miss Page wrote on the board, "Story time." Isabel watched as everyone settled on the rug. She stood frozen. There was no room for her. She felt as small and lost as a colibri without its flowers. "You can sit here," said a girl from the front. Isabel knew what here meant, and it was enough. "Hi," the girl said. "I'm Sarah." Isabel gave her a timid smile. "Me llamo Isabel." "Want to be friends?" Sarah asked. Isabel shook her head to clear the colors cluttering her head. Her face warmed to a rosy guava pink. "No entiendo," she whispered. She didn't understand. Sarah's lip quivered. So did Isabel's. At lunchtime, Isabel sat by herself, doodling on her napkin. She drew corazones and caritas, culebras and caritos. Then she stopped. Even her crayons couldn't make her happy. School was no fun at all. She tried to keep her tears in. She really did. But they still dribbled down her cheeks. Back in class, Miss Page sang, "It's coloring time." Isabel sat up straighter. Coloring sounded very much like colorear. And when Miss Page laid a sheet in front of her, Isabel knew she had understood. She drew and colored and painted. She used reds and greens and blues, pinks and purples and violets. She remembered what Mommy said. "Al mal tiempo, buena cara." Isabel drew the best two faces she could. When she was done, she held the paper up to Sarah. "Amigas," Isabel said, pointing first at one image and then at the other. Sarah's frown stretched into a smile. "Amigas," Sarah repeated. "Friends! See, friends!" Isabel giggled. Sarah giggled too. Miss Page loved Isabel's drawing so much. She held it up for all to see. Awesome! What an artist! I want to draw like that. Stormy blues and blizzard whites softened a brilliant aquamarina, just like home. Maybe school wouldn't be so bad after all.